right now, what is percentage that want to see the LGBT coalition in the parade? Because I'm saying that because from what understanding, younger generation is more open, especially when we live here, okay? But older generation, first of all, because we're facing with the traditional of the Vietnamese New Year. What you call it, you know, I mean, we define maybe different than from what, you know, LGBT define. But what they think is that throughout the tradition, they don't see that in the new year, okay? And they don't want people to understand that we support that way of life when we don't even I'm not sure what is, we still need to be informed and educated. And then another thing is, like I share with I think with Tony Chan, is that from the last general meeting that we have, I think that at the time people was really firm about if we as a committee, you know, like myself, you know, personally, if ask me personally without any pressure, I have no problem, but have to have some condition, like we share with Tony Chan. But you know, everybody here witnessed that majority, we have like about 60 members in that meeting. 9 of us, including myself, and I think at least Mr. Hung, vote blank, because we you know, when we ask a question, who got a blank vote, 9 of us, you know, raise our hand. The rest vote no, and then they said that if we, as a committee, for what reason we let LGBT coalition in, they gotta withdraw, and that would be 75% or more of the participants. I said to myself, what the heck I'm gonna decide? Because like I said, I'm not the one that I'm not the one that have the authorized to make the final decision, unless the committee vote otherwise, and then put all the plan on me or you know, whatever. So because of that, I said we may. I think that I share with Attorney Chan that we may have to cancel the Tet parade if everybody withdraw. And then, you know, in one way, this is the first time I share with Pierre and Ming and Tet Natalie. This is the first time that we get back the honor to organize the Tet parade from the city, because I don't know if the coalition knew that the Tet parade used to organized by Vietnamese group, but not community. So they did not get that unity and like Teacher and I share, you know, the strength of our community that we need now to move forward, you know. So it is very tough for me. And then now if I organize it and then it's not the same like before, or the many association when we first formed it, I said, how do you gonna decide with the issue of LGBT coalition want to you know, march with us? And I said, well, I mean, that's their right. And then as a private organization, we have the right to refuse, but you have to face with consequences because we know the laws, you know. And they said that they only join because this time the Tet parade is organized by the community, and it's not like the city that they have no choice; they don't dare. And we knew that, so that's one of the main reasons they sign in or withdraw, otherwise. And believe me, in the committee we have different opinion. You know, some just, you know, join or not join, and then the one that said join, they have to have some condition. We all knew that because from what had happened in the past 3 years, you know, those incidents. But that's basically I present all of the factors and consideration, and even at the last meeting when they said that, you know, I mean, before they return your law firm, I knew that they came to the city and complained about it with the city, and the city informed us. We knew about that. Orange County Register, LA Times, and then the only Vietnamese newspaper that called me is the Người Viet. And right now we don't have a good relationship with Người Viet. Okay? They call me and ask about that, and then Voice of Orange County called about it to me, and then one I'm still, answer to Minh Chen, who emailed me and called me. I returned his call, but I just was able to leave the voicemail already. But I answered his email that as promised we're gonna meet on Monday, because I think that's the latest we're gonna meet them, because I could not meet on Wednesday because of people conflict of schedule.
So here, I hear your point, but I have to say that I disagree with a lot of things that you say. But that's personal opinion. But I don't think that's to move the ball forward. I don't think it's productive. Whether it's important what my personal opinion is, what your personal opinion is, right? Because I think we work with other groups as well, bigger context. It's not about me.
Let me just interrupt you. It's not my personal.
No, it's not important.
It's not my personal point of view, but this is I'm just related to you.
No,
Everything that we have presented. But anyway, we do some research as well, and we come up with a proposal, and I think that's what we should hear right now. Yeah. That we look at the Rose Parade 2013, which this year they have done something different. Yeah, and I think that to me that's a good news, because like I said, I believe in all of the application for the human rights, right for the human. Doesn't matter what. That is my personal opinion. Anyway, we think that the time, place, manner proposal would be the best for now, according to the discussion and the decision of the whole group yesterday. And that is not our final decision as well. Why? We need to still see the CD at 2:30, like I informed you. We still have to inform the general meeting tonight at 7 p.m. about what has been, I would say, tentatively discussed, because we need to have the approval of the committee. That is the rule, the regulation. Okay, the meeting on Sunday does not consist of all of the members, so we have to present to them what we have achieved as well as in our meeting today as well. So our proposal is this. If we talk to the city, even though they kind of hesitate because of the time restraining, but if the group could ask the city for the permit to march on both sides, same day, different time. Sunday, February the 10th, 2013. It's just different time. Even right after us, we plan to finish our Tet parade at 1:30, so that you can march up to 2 o'clock. Okay. This is not discussed yet, but I don't see any problem of having you use the sound system that we have on the stage to introduce the group.
I can tell you right now, that's totally unacceptable. Because I think that it defeats the whole purpose. The reason why we're doing here is not because we want to march, right? I think the bigger picture is we want to show that these are brothers and sisters and daughters and sons of members of our community, right? But and regardless of how you feel about your religious belief, which I totally respect.
Not religious.
Or whatever social value, right? The law is the law, right? You can deny their rights to do that. You cannot do that, all right? And I'm trying to be as diplomatic as I can, but I'm sitting here, and to be frank with you, I'm thinking in my head, what am I hearing here? Are you guys serious? Especially we old friends. I'm like, consider this like we're talking between friends here. These are people I work together, and I'll probably work together in the future. For you to come to this table at this time, okay, and knowing what the law requires, and you put that proposition in front of us, I think it's very disappointing. Because I thought, to be frank with you, based on the posting from the Facebook yesterday, I thought that you guys would be agreeable for us to march together, but discussion is whether or not we march bắt đầu hay là we march at the end of the delegation. But we're part of the community. We're part of the parade. I thought that was the proposal. And for you to come here and tell us, oh, you guys go and ask for a permit from the city, I think it's very hard to understand, unless I'm misunderstanding you. But what I'm proposing here is like, no, we do our own parade. You guys do your own parade. Maybe before, after, we let you use the speakerphone. I mean, that defeats the whole purpose of unity here.
And folks, I apologize. I actually have to leave. I have another meeting to go to, so I intend to disrespect the group, but I do have to step out. Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Go
Mr.
your
Lai.
last stage. Yeah, I will.
Hopefully something will work out, otherwise let me know.
Okay.
If you need to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yeah, for sure. We
Bây giờ
can.
nói cái gì cũng được này.
Yeah. Đương nhiên là tại vì có ông nói thành rất tiếng Anh. Anyway, thứ nhất là luật sư Lân phải hiểu thế này. Vấn đề đây của mình đó, tất cả những cái gì mà nghĩa chia sẻ với lại mình cũng như luật sư Lân bây giờ là tất cả bằng sự gọi là tương kính với nhau. Và mình không có phải vấn đề cái chuyện mà gọi là ghét bỏ hay kỳ thị bất cứ chuyện gì về đối với lại anh em mình ở đây. Cái đó đều chắc chắn, và mình biết rằng cái vấn đề của mình đó là nó có những cái chuyện mà ngay cả bây giờ đó, khi mà mình nói chuyện là ngay cả mình hỏi ý của các hội đoàn như vậy đó, là mình phải hỏi ý các hội đoàn mà họ đã tham dự hoặc là ghi danh ở trong cái diễn hành này. Nếu mà chẳng hạn như mình có những cái sự mà gọi là thỏa thuận giữa mình với nhau, mà chẳng hạn như các anh chị em cũng biết và nghĩ rằng là các quý vị đây cũng sẽ hiểu rằng nghĩa cũng đã giải thích cho họ tất cả mọi cái việc mình phải làm. Thí dụ như nói về vấn đề mà luật thì thật sự ra tất cả văn hồ luật sư nào làm những cái hồ sơ nào về chuyện gì họ cũng đều phải tìm hiểu nghiên cứu hết. Nhưng vấn đề chính nghĩa với Luân đều hiểu rằng rất rõ là hai bên mà thỏa thuận được với nhau là tốt nhất, còn hơn là phải ra tòa rồi này kia. Và mình biết giống như nghĩa nói với Pia, với mình với lại Natalie đó. Chắc chắn một điều nữa có thể chia sẻ các em với các bạn, đó là các bạn không có sinh hoạt nhiều trong cộng đồng bằng tụi này được, và tụi này làm việc với nhiều những cái việc khác nhau mà luật sư Lân, nghĩa là ít nhất nghĩa gặp luật sư Lân đầu tiên là từ hồi vụ Trần Trường. I mean, there's a lot of politics around here, believe me. Thành ra những cái nói với